What's up, YouTube? This is part 2 of the video that I posted earlier. So, if you didn't see that video, go to my page, and, continue that. So, just as a side note, I got a comment earlier on my first video, saying that wait till you're 18 or 21 to start talking about weed. You know, I don't really need this shit. I don't need more people, so if you're just gonna say that shit, because I'm under 18, stay the fuck out of my business. I don't need more people saying, oh, you're under 18, don't smoke weed. So, stay the fuck out of my business. Don't leave your comments. I don't need it. So, you don't even know what state I'm in. So, anyway, continuing. So I'm talking about cannabis and the psychosis thing. And, so I'm continuing that. Apparently, cannabis can cause psychosis and people, and apparently the story is that if you're if you're not an adult yet, it can affect the developing brain, and by the time you're 21 or 18 or 23, cannabis can cause psychosis and you will start feeling symptoms. Now, I don't believe this shit. I mean, my psychiatrist told me over and over and over again that we can do psychosis, and my other psychiatrist prescribed with me and says, oh, there's no physical evidence. And I looked it up. Go online right now. Look at Drug Policy Org, and they'll say there's no proof that cannabis can cause psychosis. And they actually did a study, and they said no reporters ever connected that it doesn't, if you get psychosis and you smoke cannabis, doesn't necessarily mean that the weed causes psychosis. I mean, all my friends smoke weed, so I don't really see the big deal about it. So continuing it's just, if you already have had schizophrenic or psychosis or bipolar manic depression or something like that, manic depression isn't even involved, that's stupid. I wouldn't smoke weed. I mean, if you are, I would smoke not very much. So, see, I'm even being swayed by my own words because I don't believe it, but who the fuck am I? I'm not a scientist or psychiatrist or anything, so I can't really physically say that it's bullshit, that it's not true. I just, in my opinion, I believe it's not true, and in a lot of other people's opinion, it's not true. So it's not really a big. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that cannabis can give you psychosis. I just don't believe it. I think it's bullshit. So it's really, I don't believe it. So anyway, I don't really see people are looking at my videos saying, oh, you're under 18, blah, 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 blah. If you haven't noticed, it's very rare, but kids can get cannabis cards. I mean, if you look it up, there's a story. It's kind of how me and my dad feel. There was a lot of shit going on in my head to the point where my dad starts letting me smoke weed. There's a story where this mother and this kid who he eventually said he jumped on her car as she was backing out, and he said, kill me, I can't take this OCD anymore. And then after that, she just got to the point where a doctor said, hey, why don't you try this? And she starts giving him cannabis. So it's not, I don't like that people look at cannabis as some evil plant from the underworld. It's kind of a stereotype. Cannabis is actually an alien plant. It's not like any other plant on Earth. So I don't believe that. I don't believe anything about cannabis being dangerous or having any effect on your brain. I mean, there are some effects. It makes your brain slower, affects short-term memory. I've experienced myself. But the other thing I want to talk about is, some people are telling me cannabis kills brain cells. That's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it doesn't kill brain cells, and alcohol does. It's nothing like alcohol. And even the government admits now, if you look it up right now, get off your computer, look it up on your computer after you're done watching my video, and look up on Google and try to see government now admits that cannabis does not kill brain cells. It's true. It doesn't kill brain cells. And it makes your brain slower. It makes your thinking process down a little bit. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it kills brain cells. I mean, there's no point to saying that. I think the only reason they're saying that is because, if you're doing math and you're smoking good or a lot of weed at the time, it's not going to work out very well. So, just completely forget about that. And, I'm starting to go over the myths of cannabis. I went over the psychosis, I just went over the brain cells. Also, the other myth about cannabis one joint is as bad as 5 cigarettes. So that's fucking bullshit. There's no truth to that. Cannabis is a carcinogen. It can cause cancer, and then it can cause cancer. I mean, you smoke it. Smoking's bad for you in general. So if you don't like smoking cannabis, I would choose edibles. It's a lot healthier. I choose to go the other way, but eating edibles is a lot better for you. My parents and I don't choose edibles because the effects aren't as fast and they just don't work as well. I mean, I could eat 5 pot cookies and it doesn't work. So don't really believe that anything about the myths. I mean, cannabis is a gateway drug. Most of the people that smoke cannabis a lot, in my opinion, like me, for instance, choose cannabis as their primary drug. It's like, the teenagers who are getting into drugs, who first try weed. And they're even look at this, most teenagers, I haven't met many teenagers who say, I shoot heroin. In fact, I haven't met any who say they shoot heroin or done methamphetamine. I've met some who say they tried it and they never want to do it again. I've been down that road. So I've never met one person who said who they do anything besides weed or have at least tried something else. So anyway, it's not really drugs are drugs, I wouldn't recommend drugs to anybody. Of course, I'm being a hypocrite because I'm telling you not to smoke weed. I'm not telling you not to smoke weed. If you want to smoke weed, smoke weed. I'm just saying it's not really. I just, if you want to stay off of drugs, if you want to be a. So, anyway, subscribe to me, leave your comments, I don't care. Anyway, continuing, so. Anyway, cannabis, so, another myth, trying to think here. Difficult to think. So, those are the top 3 myths that I've heard of. Now, I'm gonna say this. Cannabis in very large doses can cause temporary psychosis. Primary visual hallucinations, not auditory. And it's mostly with eating pot brownies rather than smoking grass. So, temporary, though. It can't really cause permanent. So, I got a minute left here. So, this is it. Subscribe to me, leave your comments. No fucking comments about I'm under 18 and how I should stop making videos about smoking weed and shit. Okay? If you're gonna do that, don't write to me. Don't subscribe to me. I don't care. Don't leave your fucking comments because I'm not gonna read them. Alright? Or I'm not gonna write back to them. So, bye. Peace out.